Welcome back, welcome back.
When you see someone always calm, incredibly kind, and avoiding conflict, be careful. This person notices everything. They remain silent because they know that if they get angry, it will hurt. They keep everything inside, choosing to stay calm, even though it may sometimes cause them suffering. But the day it explodes, it's a real storm, and the one who triggered that anger will bear the brunt. These individuals understand that peace is precious, and that's why they value it so much. However, everything has a limit. Everyone has their threshold, and for them this threshold is often higher than for most people. But once it's crossed, expect a storm. That's why it's essential to respect them. Don't take them for granted. Don't mistake their silence for weakness. Behind every calm smile there is a strength and determination that can surprise you. It's better to be by their side to learn from them. When you see someone always calm, incredibly kind, and avoiding conflict, be careful. This person notices everything.
The most traumatic thing a man typically experiences with a woman is infidelity. When a man experiences that acute trauma, what that does is that sharpens him. That makes him more aware of the reality of female nature, what women are capable of, what women will do, and that primes him to better deal with women in his future, set boundaries that he didn't set in his first relationship, have standards, have preferences, exhibit those things, demonstrate those things that he probably didn't do, because a lot of men love really naively. When they first get into relationships, they think women won't do certain things. They think women aren't capable of doing certain things. And then when that woman does it, it's like, oh shit, like I got cheated on. Oh shit, she fucked me over. Now I know, moving forward, what to look for in women. That makes him more attractive because now he becomes the guy who's much more hardened emotionally. He becomes the guy who's not scared to tell a woman no. He becomes the guy who's not scared to hold a woman accountable.
Still sharp and still.
Watch this.
You prayed and believed your whole life. Never done anything wrong. And here you are. You're the nicest person I know. I am the meanest. You have dementia. My life is perfect. Explain that to me.
Sometimes the devil allows people to live a life free of trouble because he doesn't want them turning to God. Their sin is like a jail cell, except it's all nice and comfy and there doesn't seem to be any need to leave. And the door's wide open till one day time runs out and the cell door slams shut, and suddenly it's too late.
Just because you think you are having a good life doesn't mean there is no... Watch this.
You really don't own nothing in this life. This is a rented life. You hear me? Rented. What you got in your pocket right now is what you own. You go to the morgue, they'll put that in a property bag and give that to your family. That means the money in the bank is a number on a piece of paper. When the bank is closed, we even.
That's real.
Ain't nobody better than nobody on this earth. You can't take it with you. All I can buy is cars and shoes, a bigger house, and I want some more ass kissers. This is what rich do. This is what money is. If you really break it down, there's nothing you can really do with it. You're just stacking it up to give it to somebody. Because if something happened to you, you're not taking it with you. So once I start thinking like that, the desire for me to chase in this business and compete went away. I gotta have an art with it, man. You know, you really...
Number 10. Being called baby has a positive effect on the female brain, causing instant mental stimulation and stress relief. Number 9. Go where you're admired, not where you're tolerated. If they don't appreciate you, it's time to find people who do. Number 8. 33% of people believe they or someone else looks better while smiling with their mouth closed. Number 7. Being sad with the right people is better than being happy with the wrong ones. Number 6. No matter how angry you get, you always end up forgiving the people you love. Number 5. Girls with high levels of trust with their fathers have significantly better communication and trust with their boyfriends. Number 4. The best things in life are usually found when you are not looking for them. Number 3, men tend to forget but never forgive. Women forgive but never forget. Number 2, people who laugh more are better able to tolerate pain, both physical and emotional. Number 1, people who hide their feelings usually care the most. Top 10.
From now on, whenever you bring on a new person, put them through this exercise. If they will not go through this exercise, do not waste a minute of your time with them, because they...
Top 10 amazing.
From now on, whenever you bring on a new person, put them through this exercise. If they will not go through this exercise, do not waste a minute of your time with them, because they will never be successful if they won't follow your guidance. Here's the exercise. Take a clean sheet of paper and write down goals and today's date, and then write down 10 goals that you would like to accomplish in the next 12 months, and write them in the present tense. I earn, I achieve, I weigh, I drive such and such a car, I own. And then you take this list of 10, and you say, if I had a magic wand, and I could wave this magic wand, and I could have any one goal on my list within 24 hours, which one goal would have the greatest positive impact on my life? And usually this will jump out at you. Put a circle around that goal. And that's a goal you transfer to a clean sheet of paper, and then you follow the 7 steps. Write it down, set a deadline, make a list of everything you have to do to accomplish it, organize the list into a checklist, take action, and then do something every day. If you'll just do this, nothing can stop you but yourself. From now on, whenever you bring on a new person, put them through this exercise. If they will not go through this exercise, do not waste a minute of your time with them, because they will never be successful if they won't follow your guidance. Here,
Calm.
Let's just keep it all the way 100. All of the hottest female rappers are all ex-strippers.
When you see someone always calm, incredibly kind, and avoiding conflicts, be careful. This person notices everything.
Let's just keep it all the way 100. All of the hottest female rappers are all ex-strippers.
Yeah, that seems to be the branch.
All ex-strippers.
Yeah. Well, they
And
build
let's keep it all the way 100. They don't write their rhymes, allegedly.
they don't build their bodies either. They just all come put together.
Like, I would even appreciate it if they would let the real talented female MCs and ghostwrite for these bitches.
Facts.
But the women ain't ghostwriting they shit.
That's the
It's niggas.
That's the niggas.
Niggas is writing these bitches shit.
Hey,
All of these women are out here buying into all of the shit that all of these bitches are saying is being written by a dude. This is a dude's perspective on how a woman should be talking, and then the other women listen to her and be like, ooh, that's how she's talking. That's how I'm talking, girl. Yeah, girl. Let's just...
Model. Now,
Why did God create Satan even though he can see the future? Because you know how God can see all things, right? So the debate was, why would he create Lucifer even though he knows all of the angels would blah, 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 right? Now check this out. All of God's angels, the main angels are who? Gabriel, Daniel, Raphael, right? All of these angels, they end in what? L. Lucifer ends in what? L? It's not an L. R. Lucifer. Lucifer is the only one that fell. No, check this out, fam. So the theory is he created because as a choice. So I know you're gonna fail, but let's just see if you prove me wrong type of thing. Because it's just free will. It's literally just free will. It's like you being a father to a son and letting him choose by himself if he's gonna be doing good or bad. Yeah. Because you gave him that choice of being free. The option. Now, because do you think God, he forces like a root on us, but like even though there's another root, he doesn't play God? You know what I mean? No. I think everybody has a root and everybody's meant to do something. What?
Does that make sense? That's the thing I keep saying. My Father created everything and said, look, my angel children, I set the rules. Now you have free will. When you betray me, I'll forgive you. When you keep betraying me, I'm going to do what you already know. So don't make me do it. Isn't that what all fathers do? You're going to listen to the rules of my house or you're going to get out. His house is the universe. His home is heaven. He got kicked out of his home. There's nowhere else to send him except the house. Get it?
why did
4 things you need to quit if you want to attract what you want and speed up the law of attraction. Number 1, quit talking about other people. Whenever you're talking about other people or complaining about other people, you get to the vibrational frequency of that.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Therefore, you attract what you don't want in your life. Number 2, stop focusing on the problems. If you keep thinking about your problems, talking to your friends about your problems, you're staying in that vibrational frequency.
That's the point of reading the Bible. It brings you closer to Him, and it stops you worrying about the world.
So instead, stay solution focused. Number 3, stop focusing on how to get the results. You keep asking yourself, where are my results? Instead, focus on what you can put out, what you can give out.
If you build it, they will come.
How you can help invest first, and then let the results happen. Number 4, avoid negative self-talk. 4 things you need to quit if you want to attract what you want.
Here's the thing about him and most other white rappers, at least who came up, 20 years ago or so, they had to be first stamped by black people.
Of course.
And here's the thing that a lot of people don't really pay attention to is most white people, when it comes to black culture, and hip-hop is black culture, it started, we invented it. So when it comes to black culture, most white people will sit back and see if black people like it first. And if black people like it, then they start saying, okay, well, what's this about? What's that? And then they become a fan. Like, M first fans were black. His first fans were black. There's no doubt about it. Like, and before he started getting played on those top 40 stations, he was only being played on the hip-hop stations. Here's the thing.
M's last fans are black because, we kind of like, once we like you, we like you. We don't hate. We don't just move on to the next fucking thing. That's one of the things what I mean about how M is stuck in a situation where he can't be the best because there's so much controversial things that go around him being in hip hop, the exact time period that he got in it. Because there was already rappers before him that were white and they were successful. Now, he is the all-time greatest white rapper of all. There's no other white man that raps better than him. There's no white rapper that I ever seen that could stand in a ring with that man. Or probably ever even would. And majority of people that rap, period, don't want to stand in the ring with that man. The point is... because of the way and the push he has because of his skin color, like he just said, when he got popular, because all the black people was like, yo, his white boy really is nice, he's good, all right, we're gonna support this, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Then the white fans came. And then he went super mainstream on the level of being on, everywhere. Other rappers can't do that. Jay-Z is one of the most out there rappers, Kanye West, and all these certain people, and they don't make all just crazy bad songs, and, how come their songs aren't getting played, at the highest levels of where his, maybe it's because of the fans, and like I said, once you cross race barriers, it crosses favoritism and things like that. Now, because he has a element like that and can be pushed by people that are outnumbering other people, and they can say, look, he made more money than everyone else. Well, his other fans there are more of them, and they won't like anyone else but him. So yeah, of course he's gonna make more money. So then you can't compare money when it comes to being the best. You see how you gotta even things out? But people will be like, no, you can't do that. And that's when I say, well, you know, what if Michael Jackson was rapping? Can he be considered the greatest rapper of all time? Because he's way more famous than Eminem, right? You get it? You see how people could play semantics too? With money and certain status and da-da-da-da-da. You get it? But Mike was a black guy that made everyone love. He made everyone love him. Do you understand they had statues of him in like China and stuff? Do they have a statue of fucking rappers anywhere? They have a statue of Mike. Mike is like a god on earth. Do you understand that? More people know of Michael Jackson than the Bible probably. Like, and I don't even mean to be so blasphemous, but it's like true. There are people that never heard of it. He went to places where there's jungles and people that never even fucking, you get it? Do you understand this? So, back to the point of, I feel sorry for M because of being such a high lyricist and knowing the element of the industry pushing a certain way. To me, he's one of the greatest talents that got pushed down the dark road, and all of his skills could have been like when he did the Recovery album when he was sobering up. How come when he wanted to be a regular person and be good and show his skills and not be just a druggie, everyone said, you're fucking trash? Maybe that, oh, alright, never mind. Let me not even talk about why he doesn't, you know, throw out bars and change up and rap about being regular. Because, you know, he used to be regular and not Slim Shady. Oh yeah, because you people don't want to hear that shit. You want to hear him act a fucking fool all day and not actually express his true ability to not only bring in a rap character as all the rappers do, but also be able to express other ways of making songs. Like, when you ever hear M on a love song, you think that man ain't never really fell in love before or something? You think, he did kind of have a whole album about hurting his girlfriend. I doubt that's the way he was actually always feeling about her. I highly doubt he has a kid with her. I don't care what happened. I bet there was at one point in time they felt love. You know, I'm a rapper that has songs about, you know, being mad at his girlfriends. And I didn't go down that road. But if it would have made me millions of dollars, well, you know, maybe I would have went down that road. You learn something new every day on this channel, because I definitely didn't know this.
This is the design of Amsterdam's new erotic center. Commissioned by the city government in 2020, it's a concept for a 5,000 square meter high-rise with hotel rooms, offices, bars, entertainment facilities, a store, and a restaurant. When it's finished, it will be one of Europe's largest and most advanced brothels. And as interesting as its design are the locations that it's being considered for. Locations on the outskirts of the city. So why did Amsterdam's government commission the design of this new building? Why at locations far from its historic red-lit center? And why are people so angry? Back in 2009, a Labour politician waited. The city was voting on a plan he had spearheaded, a plan called Project 1012. Named after the zip code of the city's most notorious red light district, it was designed to clean it up. Low-quality buildings, such as window brothels and coffee shops,
I want to shout out the sweepers of my city. I walked to work. I walked home from work or whatever, and it looked the way it looked everywhere was completely spotless. I don't know if it's a holiday but I don't think it is. And it was the most amazing walk home. It felt good to walk through the city and like everything be clean. It really, I don't know what made it happen, but it felt good.
Had to go, but instead of making new regulations, the lawmaker was praised for a unique approach. His solution was spatial: buy up buildings associated with crime and push crime away. The city government was convinced, and his...
Oh, well, this ain't the first time this ever happened. How do you people think like fucking Vegas and all these other places got started? Because crime people choose to live by the law or not, and it gets out of control, and then they make some agreements because you know it's not going anywhere, and then you all get crammed into one side of town. Case closed.
Plan would pass. Little did they all know, it would soon collapse. Over the course of more than a decade, it would lead to the closure of more than 100 individual window brothels, along with tens of individual coffee shops. However, when attempts were made to measure the impact of Project 1012, not much could be found. It had a marginal impact on crime, and today the center's image as an adult theme park with shady edges still remains strong. But if there's one thing his plan did do, was that it created a rift among hundreds of sex workers and the city government of Amsterdam, one that persists even as the newest mayor picks up the mantle again and tries to change the center even more. In 2020, the city government banned organized tours of the red light district. In May of 2023, bans on cannabis within the district entirely. There's also been mandated bar closures, bans on the sale and display of alcohol, and even ad campaigns targeted towards young to middle-aged British men.
That's
She and the executive body...
crazy. Like, all my life I've known Amsterdam to be that spot in the world where people could do whatever they want and stuff, and they're like, what the fuck? I never knew all this stuff was going on. The Lord is out here cleaning up.
Have even floated the idea of banning international tourists from buying marijuana in the city entirely.
Oh, shit.
She's also brought up the idea
They
of
said, listen,
entrance
we
gates.
getting rid of you tourists. We know why you come here. You want our good weed and women. Well, we're gonna stop that. No more passport, bros.
To the red light district. This would create the first physically regulated neighborhood in a major European city. Not even Venice does that. But her most controversial suggestions started soon after her nomination in 2019, when she brought attention towards changing the rooms in the red light district again.
I wonder if they need to do some shit like that.
In Amsterdam, there are actually 3 separate red light districts.
Where?
The most well-known is in the center, called De Valle, which has 249 rooms. But the other 2, and much less well-known, are the Singelgebied and the Ruistelkade, which have 63 and 40 rooms, respectively. In 2019, Femke Halsema, the newest mayor of Amsterdam, presented 4 scenarios for the future of De Valle. 3 of those scenarios targeted each of these districts in order to reduce over-tourism. Her first scenario was to change window prostitution permanently.
Like, yo, nobody comes to Amsterdam to come to Amsterdam. They only come on over here for these fucking... Hey, I could respect that. They probably got decent land over there. You know, they probably want to attract some people that, you know, want to build some things. It's 2024 for crying out loud.
Amsterdam closes all the curtains in the Valle and Singel, while the rooms stay open. If a lot of the attraction to the red light district is simply to be able to walk around and look, take away what people look at, and you not only reduce potential tourists, but push the tourists that do come to other parts of the city.
Oh, stop it.
With increased digitization,
stopping
sex workers can increasingly rely on getting clients via their phones.
Like, exactly. I was just about to say that, dog. Everything's online now, and I'm sure those girls could easily fucking put a number up. Like, if I was one of those girls, I'd get 2 phones, and I'd write my number in front of my window and be like, listen, video chat me. Fuck that. And be getting all of them niggas. Like, you kidding me? Cover the goddamn windows. There's children walking around probably. Like, there's people that don't want to see that shit. Like, you gotta understand the Lord's coming back. That means people want to be good again. And we don't want to see that. Even if we want to take part in it. We want it to be behind fucking closed doors again. It's okay. You're lucky we're not fucking with the pitchforks and torches like fucking 2,000 years ago. We're like, yo, go over there with that. It's okay. Go over there, make your money, go over there. The fuck?
Rather than off the streets. The assumption is that this would just speed up an inevitable transformation from physical windows to digital ones.
Yeah.
In her second scenario, Amsterdam would see the most radical change. All the rooms in the Volle and Singel are removed and shifted to other parts of the city.
Exactly.
The number of rooms does not change like it did in Project 1012, but their locations do. However, because closing all the rooms in the Volle is highly unrealistic, the city government is going forward with Halsema's third and most realistic scenario. Instead of all, a chunk of the rooms in the Volle and Singel are moved. Although it's more realistic, the city government has not made it clear how large that chunk will actually be. But, different from Project 1012, Halsema has made the commitment that when rooms get removed, they have to come someplace new. At the start, the government considered two building types, a single-unit high-rise, and the second, a cluster of different multifunction buildings. They also commissioned research into building on a floating pavilion.
Wow.
The design is meant to anticipate for about 100 individual rooms for sex workers, and also other entertainment facilities. On the one hand, the city wants to model Pasha when it comes to size. Pasha is the world's largest brothel. However, it's not a particularly welcoming or friendly-looking building. So on the other hand, they also want to model the more modern, less sketchy design of Antwerp's largest brothel, Villa Tinto.
Okay, that's a 13-minute video. We're 5 minutes in. I got 2 minutes left. I don't know. I just randomly, paused, went on to this bullshit and seen this, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? Amsterdam and all this. I don't know. It seems like, things are changing in the world, and I keep telling people, change is inevitable. Sometimes it's slow, and sometimes it's fast, but you have to get ready for certain things. And it doesn't matter what side you're on. When things change, and it affects everyone. So, all love and all praise to the Most High.
Her reaction. Because they already knew that Dad was dead. There were messages on Flora's phone about how she wanted one of her 55 adopted children to kill her husband for her. And Anderson was not just Congresswoman Flora's husband. He was her adoptive son.
So he's not the husband?
She adopted